The Department of Personnel and Training, DoPT, successfully implemented the Hon'ble Prime Minister's vision for Induction Training Programme for cutting-edge level government functionaries. To take this a step further, DoPT, with the guidance of Secretary P, has come up with the initiative of blended training program called Comprehensive Online Modified Modules for Induction Training, COMMIT. This video is only a part of COMMIT program conducted by the Department of Personnel and Training, DoPT, for government employees. Some of the course material I felt is so important and informative that I thought I must share this with you, and sharing this only meant for education and knowledge purpose. There is no any other intention lies behind sharing it. I would have shared every unit of the modules as they were so informative, knowledge-oriented and interesting, but I cannot. Because these course materials are designed to train government staff and I am not authorized to do it. Whatever few videos I published is only for the sake of knowledge and its importance. At the end, I would like to say that any person working under DoPT or directly involved and own the COMMIT program find it not suitable may contact me with your details and I shall remove it immediately. Thanks for watching.
Welcome to the unit on Tools to Develop Emotional Intelligence. Everyone has emotional intelligence. You can tune in to your emotions by trying to observe your reactions and feelings in various situations. After you notice your emotions, learn to respond correctly and not react to strong emotions. Reactions are likely to be negative, whereas responses will give you sufficient time to reduce the tension of the situation and take appropriate steps. Decide on what you truly want to achieve in a situation and consider what the other side wants, then take a decision. In this unit, you will learn about tips and tools to understand your own emotions and emotions of others, besides controlling them. By the end of this unit, you will be able to describe the tips and tools to develop and use emotional intelligence. Emotional decisions are often made in the heat of the moment. Such decisions can sometimes be wrong. It is best to apply some reason to such situations before deciding. For example, you have received a complaint from one of your juniors, B, against A. In the past, A has always failed to deliver in time. He has been argumentative and does not always respond respectfully. Your immediate reaction would be to believe B's complaint and take action against A. You could be completely wrong in this situation, as you have made a decision based on emotion. It may be good to apply some reason to situations where your initial response has been based on emotion alone. Some of these actions may help you decide well. Stop before you decide and give yourself some time to think. Think about how you will feel due to the action you initially chose to take. Consider what might happen as a result and how your decision might affect others. Check if you will be happy with the result and take some time to make the decision. Think about how you would feel if someone else takes such a decision against you. Would you accept it as a fair decision? Emotions form a substantial part of most of our decisions. However hard we might try to control our emotions, following some of the tips listed earlier may give you a better balance in your decision making. Let us next see how to manage anger. All of us get angry sometimes. When we get angry at work, we might hurt someone with our words or take a wrong decision. Stop, drop and process is a technique that can help you manage your anger. Click each tab to know more. When we feel a strong emotion, we use harsh language without thinking. In such situations, you need to stop. Notice what happens to you then. You may bite your teeth or your face may turn red. Or perhaps you make a fist. Whatever the reactions are, they are signs that you are about to lose control. Reduce the intensity of emotions you feel at that point of time because they will completely control your mind. You may drop the intensity of emotions by taking a step back and doing something else, such as going for a walk. You may also use the visual imagery you learned in stress management. Understand other emotions that you are feeling besides anger. Identify all feelings at that point of time and understand them. Identify which of your needs have been denied that brought in such strong feelings in you. Once you have processed these feelings, anger will come under control. Let us look at this technique to stop, drop, and process in the situation of the traffic policeman we discussed in the earlier unit. He got angry only when the car driver threatened him. The policeman's eyes became red and his hands shook. These were the signs that he noticed as early signs that he was getting angry and that he might lose his temper. He visualized the dinner that was waiting for him at home, which he will enjoy with his family in less than an hour. He remembered that he had to buy a box of sweets to take home, as the next day was his son's birthday. These positive images reduced his emotional intensity. Besides anger, he was feeling disrespected because a citizen who had broken the law was threatening him with a transfer. His self-respect was hurt. He told himself that he was doing his duty and that he would not be scared of any such threats. When he followed the stop, drop and process technique, he calmed down. His response to the car driver was measured. He told him, "Madam, unfortunately, you have broken the law and I will have to challan you. I do understand that you are in a hurry to reach the airport in time. I will quickly issue a challan and give it to you. I am normally at this signal every evening till 8 p.m. You may pay the fine later, or you may choose to pay it online. I hope you are able to reach the airport in time. Please hand over your license to me so that I issue the challan quickly." Let us next look at some blind spots that you need to avoid in emotional intelligence. Despite developing strong AI, you may develop blind spots. Watch out for these behaviors and check yourself. Click each blind spot to know more. You develop a blind ambition that drives you to win or be right at any cost. You set unrealistic goals, then drive yourself and your team too hard and still fail. You become like a slave driver and push others around you so hard that they want to run away. You become so compulsive about work that you burn out. You strive for recognition at any cost and take credit for all success and blame others for all failures. You do not admit mistakes and reject all criticism. Sometimes your emotional brain may completely take over your rational brain. Recall the flight or fight response we discussed in the module on stress management. You may end up taking poor decisions. You can overcome this emotional hijacking by a few steps. They are: control your breathing, count down and visualization. Click each tab to know more. During stressed periods, we take fast and shallow breaths. Slow down your breathing consciously and take slow, deep breaths. Count backwards slowly from 10 or 20. Connect each number to your slowed breathing. Try to self-talk each number in a calm and boring way. This allows you to relax. Recall the visualization technique you learned while discussing stress management. Use a relaxation image of your favorite place like the beach, mountain, forest, or whatever works best for you. Do not suppress your emotions to such an extent or for so long that they burst someday like a volcano. Emotional outbursts do not help in solving situations. They create larger problems. You need to know how to manage them. You also need to know that you need to communicate them clearly. If you block your emotions, when you describe how you feel about a problem, the other person will not understand your feelings. Or worse, the other person may feel that you do not feel strongly about the issue and ignore you or your views completely. Your emotions can help you influence the other person strongly. Especially if you are unhappy about something, you need to communicate your feelings clearly. Otherwise, you are likely to remain unhappy in that situation. Negative emotions will pile up and you will react sharply at any point of time. Learn to communicate in an emotionally intelligent way. This may help you handle a situation in a better way. Let us look at a couple of examples. Your supervisor takes you for granted. She knows that you are diligent at work and do not mind staying late to complete your tasks. She calls you every day at around 4 p.m. and assigns a complex task that may take about 3 hours to complete. This delays you every day and you are forced to order food for the family. Your family is also upset with you. You fail to express your feelings to your supervisor. One fine day, your emotions may burst and you may speak roughly with your supervisor. A better idea would be for you to tell her that you and your family are upset with your reaching home late every day. While you are happy with the tasks being assigned, you may request her to assign them earlier so that you can reach home in time. You are a cashier at a counter. The queue is long as the computer has become slow due to some technical glitch. One of the citizens who is standing in the queue comes up to the counter and shouts at you. He says you are good for nothing and lazy. You have every reason to get upset. You keep quiet and take it, though it is not your fault. If this happens many times a day, you are likely to burst out and shout back at a citizen. This will not be a good reaction from you. A better option would be to inform the citizen standing in queue that you are sorry that each transaction is taking a long time to complete, while they have every right to be angry with you for slow processing. Tell them that it is not your fault. Explain to them that the process is slow due to some technical issues. You have complained about it to the department and it will be resolved soon. Consequently, it will take time to take cash payments. Request those who do not have urgent payments to come the next day. Those who have urgent payments will have to wait in queue. In this unit, you have learnt that emotional decisions are often made in the heat of the moment. Such decisions can sometimes be wrong. Take some time to make the decision. Follow a process to manage your anger. The process is stop, drop, and process. You can overcome emotional hijacking by taking a few steps. They are control your breathing, count down, and visualization. Do not suppress your emotions and Emotional outbursts do not help in solving problems.